Right then, let's talk about cars. For over a century, the setup has been brilliantly simple, hasn't it? You've got one pedal to make it go faster and another pedal to make it stop. It's a system we all know and trust. But what if I told you that in the new world of electric cars, the Go pedal has learned a fantastic new trick? It's not just for accelerating anymore. In fact, it now does a bit of the stopping too. This clever feature is called one-pedal driving, and believe me, it's a bit of a game changer for how we get around town. It transforms a simple pedal into a multi-talented tool. Imagine you're driving along and you see the traffic lights ahead are about to turn red. Normally, you'd move your foot from the accelerator over to the brake pedal, but with one-pedal driving, the process is much simpler. All you have to do is ease your foot off the accelerator. The car doesn't just coast along, it starts to slow down quite noticeably, as if a gentle giant is holding it back. It's an entirely different sensation, one that feels incredibly intuitive once you get the hang of it. This isn't just about convenience, it's a whole new dialogue between you and your car, making driving feel more connected and fluid. This might sound a bit strange at first, I know. We've all been trained to treat the accelerator as the go faster button and nothing else. The idea that lifting off it can actively slow you down takes a little getting used to. However, after just a few minutes behind the wheel of an EV with this feature, it starts to make perfect sense. You begin to anticipate the flow of traffic, judging exactly how much to lift your foot to slow down smoothly for a corner or a queue of cars. It almost feels like you're conducting an orchestra, with your right foot as the baton, controlling the speed with incredible precision. The best part is that this isn't some complicated system you have to learn with a thick manual. It's designed to be natural. Most electric and hybrid cars allow you to adjust the strength of this effect, so you can make it very gentle or quite strong depending on your preference. Think of it as customizing your car's personality. Do you want it to glide gracefully or slow down with more urgency? You get to decide. This simple adjustment makes the transition to one-pedal driving incredibly smooth, turning what could be a jarring experience into a comfortable and surprisingly enjoyable new skill to master. So what's the secret behind this automotive wizardry? It's a brilliant piece of engineering called regenerative braking. In a traditional petrol or diesel car, when you slow down using the brakes, all that forward momentum is converted into heat through friction in the brake pads. That energy is simply wasted, disappearing into the air. It's like throwing away a perfectly good sandwich every time you come to a stop. Electric cars, however, are far too clever for that. They see that wasted energy as an opportunity, a chance to get something for nothing, which is always a brilliant thing. Here's how it works. When you lift your foot off the accelerator in an EV with one-pedal driving activated, the electric motor essentially goes into reverse. Instead of using power from the battery to turn the wheels, the spinning wheels start to turn the motor. This process turns the motor into a generator. It captures the car's kinetic energy, the energy of its motion, and converts it back into electricity. This newly generated electricity is then fed straight back into the car's battery pack, giving you a little bit more range. It's a wonderfully efficient cycle that makes so much sense. This is why the car slows down so effectively without you touching the brakes. The effort required to turn the motor and generate electricity creates resistance, which is what you feel as the car decelerates. The more you lift off the pedal, the stronger the regenerative effect, and the more the car slows down. You can learn to modulate it perfectly, bringing the car to a near stop right at the white line of a junction, all without ever moving your foot over to the brake. It's an incredibly satisfying feeling, knowing you're not just stopping, but actively recycling energy as you do. Of course, it's important to be crystal clear on one thing. This does not get rid of the brake pedal. Absolutely not. The good old-fashioned brake pedal is still there, and it's as important as ever. For a sudden emergency stop or for bringing the car to a full and complete halt on a hill, you will always need the powerful friction brakes. Regenerative braking is for smooth, predictable slowing down. The hydraulic brakes are for when you really need to stop right now. Think of one-pedal driving as your first line of defense, with the brake pedal as your essential backup. Now, let's get to the really good stuff, the benefits. The most obvious advantage is efficiency. Every time you slow down using regenerative braking, you're putting a little bit of charge back into your battery. It might not be a huge amount each time, but over the course of a journey with lots of stopping and starting, like in city traffic, it all adds up. This means you can extend your car's range, squeezing more miles out of a single charge. It's like getting a small free top-up of fuel every time you slow for a roundabout. This makes your electric car even more economical to run. Beyond saving energy, one-pedal driving can also save you money on maintenance. Think about it. If you're using the accelerator to do most of your gentle braking, you're not using your traditional brake pads and discs as much. This means they will wear out much, much more slowly. For anyone who has ever had to face a hefty garage bill for a full brake replacement, this is fantastic news. You could potentially go tens of thousands of extra miles before your brake pads need any attention. It's one of the hidden financial perks of switching to an electric vehicle that people don't often talk about. Then there's the sheer comfort of it. Driving in heavy, stop-and-go traffic can be incredibly tiring. That constant dance between the accelerator and the brake pedal can become a real chore and leave your ankle feeling sore. With one-pedal driving, a lot of that stress simply melts away. You can manage your speed with just one foot, making your progress through congested streets feel smoother and less frantic. It reduces your workload as a driver, which in turn helps to reduce fatigue on long or stressful journeys. It makes driving in the city a genuinely more pleasant and relaxing experience. Finally, some argue that it can even make you a safer driver. Because the system encourages you to think further ahead, you naturally start paying more attention to the road and anticipating changes in traffic flow. You become more aware of the gap to the car in front, and you learn to react more smoothly. Furthermore, because the car begins to slow down the instant you lift your foot, your reaction time for deceleration is technically faster than moving your foot to another pedal. It's a small difference, but in the world of road safety, every fraction of a second counts. Adopting one-pedal driving is more than just learning a new feature. It's about embracing a shift in how we think about moving from A to B. For decades, driving has been a process of burn and brake, using energy to get up to speed and then wasting it to slow down again. This new technology flips that idea on its head. It encourages a more mindful and efficient style of driving, where energy conservation is built into the very act of controlling the car. It's a small change in habit that contributes to a much larger, more positive impact on the environment by making the most of every last electron. Getting used to it really doesn't take long. Most people report feeling completely comfortable with one-pedal driving after just 1 or 2 trips. The first time you lift off the pedal and the car slows more than you expect, it can be a bit of a surprise. But your brain quickly recalibrates, and soon you'll be feathering the pedal like a pro, gliding to perfect stops and wondering how you ever managed with all that clumsy pedal swapping. It becomes second nature, transforming the mundane task of navigating traffic into a quiet, graceful, and surprisingly engaging activity. This feature is a perfect example of how electric vehicles are not just petrol cars with batteries. They are fundamentally different machines designed from the ground up to be smarter and more efficient. One-pedal driving is a key part of that puzzle, simplifying the driving experience while simultaneously making it more interactive and rewarding. It represents the kind of clever, forward-thinking engineering that makes the future of motoring so exciting. It's a step towards a more sustainable relationship between us and our vehicles, where we work with the car to save energy, not just consume it. So if you get the chance to drive an electric car, I urge you to give one-pedal driving a go. Turn it on, set it to a level that feels comfortable, and see how it changes your journey. You might just find that it makes driving easier, cheaper, and more enjoyable than you ever thought possible. This isn't just a gimmick, it's a glimpse into a more intelligent and eco-friendly future for all of us on the road. It's a simple innovation that makes a world of difference, and it's one of the best arguments for plugging in and joining the electric revolution.